What? I can't even remember when I left. What? It was 21.
21.
Was it? Oh, I thought you left after the 20 season.
No, I left after 21.
Okay.
That was the Tampa playoff game season,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
He left in the middle of the Nick Sirianni turning the thing around, the flower speech.
Right.
Oh.
And now you're a big Nick Sirianni guy.
How about that?
Who
come a
couldn't
long
be?
way. Yeah, come a long way.
Who couldn't be? So you excited? I mean, you're back, buddy.
Let me tell. Can I give you some perspective?
Sure.
Man, jump in there. Jump in
what
there,
do you gotta
big dog.
say?
Jump in there.
So I remember last summer, I was sitting in my office in New York, and I had IP on, and I'd been looking online, and I've been seeing the Trey Turner standing ovation.
And you said, wow,
And
what
I'm
a movement.
I was like, look at my guy, Jack. You know, he got everyone to stand up, Trey Turner. I started to get emotional because I realized if I didn't go back and save Philadelphia from this thirsty little baby, that this was going to turn into the softest city in America.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we're going to be like St. Louis, cheering for everybody all the time, no matter what happens.
It's good Midwestern.
I had to come back and stop you from making everyone weak.
Well,
And I'm just here. I'm glad that I was able to do it, put us in position to be the real angry city that we're supposed to be.
Yep.
I was happy driving here, knowing that you've changed, demanding that Nick Sirianni get fired.
I'm sure you enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I'm sure you
enjoyed
that.
By the way, real quick, this segment's
Yeah.
sponsored by BQ Basements and Concrete, foundation repair, basement waterproofing, and crawl space experts. Call today for a free inspection. To book your appointment, go to basementsbybq.com. You know, I would say that was the new Dirty 30. The standing ovation, and finally,
so sad.
Finally making this station proud.
Yeah.
Unlike the Dirty 30, who ruined the station for
I
a
was
long
so
time.
disappointed. I heard Angelo doing interviews. And
How many did he do? Did he only do one of them? Two of them?
He did a few interviews. And I heard him say, he was like, I saw the standing ovation and I realized that our time had passed and things were different. And I was like, no, they are not different. Do not let this guy fool everyone that they're different.
Well, sorry.
And you were here and you let it happen.
Oh, I enjoyed
He was
it.
a part of it.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, my God.
He's lucky he didn't take credit for it.
Yeah.
He's the first one to actually broach it on the air.
Yeah.
Really? It was
Oh,
your
yeah.
idea.
Well, no, it was his idea.
Okay.
It was his idea, but we don't let him talk as much.
Oh, right. You do talk too much now.
There is a lot of it's been one of the main comments about me hosting the radio show that I talk too much.
Pipe down. You didn't play the game.
Yeah.
He played the
Oh,
game.
he's got some stuff he has to get off his chest. You know, he has some
Belichick
takes
bus.
he's trying to get out there. Yeah.
And then Chuck finally starts speaking some sense into him, and you ban the guy.
Well,
What
listen,
the hell is going on here?
he was out of line yesterday.
He was out of line. He was out of
He was
line.
all over the
He
place.
was out of line a little bit.
Just trying to reel him in, just trying to be a good coach.
He was out of line.
So how are you going to handle going from coach guy to radio host guy? I mean, this is a big adjustment.
Yeah.
And no, I don't care what you did with the third mic
Hollis
thing.
and Josh.
Wait, with the what?
When you're the third mic on that
Josh
show,
Anderson and Hollis.
this is a different animal.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So you're saying third mic doesn't count?
Well, it does count now.
Oh,
Because-
okay.
yeah, third mic.
All right.
Third mic counts.
That's
now.
good. Touche. That's good comeback.
Yeah,
there.
because when we're putting, I know we've determined Ike's name is going to be first in the show, but I can tell you whose name will not be third, and that is mine. So,
Well, hold on. I was told the show is called Fritz and Friends.
yeah,
That's awesome.
dude.
See,
What?
This is the monster that has grown.
Yeah, I know.
Since you've been gone.
Unchecked. The guy's
Hey,
gone unchecked.
I
for
can't
years.
control him. I'm
Nope.
telling you, I can't control him.
Nope.
Me, I've changed a ton. Elliot's changed a lot.
How's Elliot changed?
He's just you can't pin him down anymore.
Oh, right.
Now he's Mr. Pro Eagles all the time after you made him run Carson out of town.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's falling apart. Your Giglio hasn't changed.
Well,
Yeah,
here's the-
Chilio's the same guy.
Well, here's
Still
the
a
thing.
robot.
Here's the thing about Elliott. He is now, or he was, our number one Sixers guy.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Well, I'm just saying, he is a Sixer podcast
There's an
here.
official
I don't know if you
podcast
heard of it
of
before.
Odyssey.
Clap your hands.
Have you heard of that?
Elliot was a Harden guy. Now he's a Zach LaVine guy.
Loser.
Well, I'm with Elliott on that.
Loser.
Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, I can't wait till you get in here.
I give Elliot credit
yes.
Okay.
for making pretend he's the Sixers guy. I give him, look, I love Elliot. Hired Elliot.
Right.
Hired you.
Yeah.
Respect you guys a lot.
Well,
There's simply no chance I would listen to you guys talking for more than 10 seconds about the Sixers on that
you
podcast.
told him. You heard it on the drive down.
I'm
you heard
sorry.
It on the drive. Your
About
boy's
the
asleep at the
podcast.
wheel
I'm not-
while Pascal Siakam's getting traded. You Maury him in?
I am a Maury guy.
Yeah, I like Maury too.
Oh, I can't wait till he's back on the show.
Yep.
So the last time,
well, the last time it wasn't real good.
yeah, he said, "Hey John, hey Ike," or "Hey
Yeah.
John, hey Mark, how you
Hey,
doing?"
Mark. Yeah.
It's my favorite drop.
Yeah.
Hey, John. Hey, Mark. How you doing?
He sounds. First off, why is he always winded?
He is always
He
winded.
always sounds out of breath.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he rushing everywhere? I have no
He's
idea.
just getting fresh off the elliptical.
He is a big guy.
Did he see your tweet? Because I know he follows you.
Which tweet?
About you coming here.
I did not hear from him. Yeah, it
So
was-
maybe he doesn't know yet.
Really disappointing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You think you know a guy, right?
Yep. All of a sudden.
What?
And by the way, I am pro Daryl, but if Daryl does not do what he's supposed to do, I will crush Daryl too.
All right, that's
Yeah.
fair and
I'm
balanced.
keeping everyone honest. Right?
Yeah, it's all about accountability.
New sheriff in town.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
What caller are you most looking forward to interacting with?
So I'll be honest, I am a big Chuck fan.
We all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all
He's
are.
getting a little too
That's why he's the only one that's been suspended multiple times.
multiple times.
OG Wade got suspended once, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
And
here for that one.
He's been great since.
Yeah.
Really has been, yeah.
So the guy that I've only seen from afar is Herb.
Yeah.
Nah.
Herb wasn't big, I think, when you were here.
No, it was like toward the end.
Because
when I
Herb's
was
first
leaving.
call, he cursed us out, and then
Yeah.
we grew.
Threatened to leave the city
Yeah.
if he didn't get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I'm actually here every day, whenever Chuck's ban ends and he,
I'm sure
apologizes.
it won't be very long. He's already texted me. So
Okay.
yeah.
Me too.
All right.
Yeah.
Chuck's got your number.
Yeah. Yes, that's
Somehow
the one time that,
a mistake.
yes, that was definitely a mistake.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
So what else? Host.
No, I don't
You're
know.
the host, right?
It's all right. What
Yeah.
else you got?
Okay. They fire Sirianni yet?
No, not yet.
Do you want him to fire Sirianni?
I do.
Why?
Here's how I think about it, right? If I'm still a manager, and for next however many weeks I will be, if the people that I managed quit in the way that team quit, and executed in the way that team executed, week after week after week after week after week, I would be fired, and they would be right to fire me. I look at him and I think to myself, no offense, I'm not saying it is specifically his fault. I'm not saying it is him. But what I am saying is, I don't know what he does like super well. Like, what is his calling card? What is he excellent at? And it's not do I believe it was his fault, but do I believe that he will be a guy to turn around and be the solution?
Right.
I don't feel that. When I've seen the guys who were in that locker room who were around there for this know that he was the guy who was in charge when it happened. And can they really walk back in to camp next year and look at that same guy and know what happened and not be one bad game away or one player who doesn't do the right thing away from everything falling apart again?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that is certainly an unknown. And as much as I think he deserves, or I'd be okay if he came back to try to fix this thing, there's only so far on the ledge that I'll go with this. Like, it's not like you're firing Andy Reid. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree about what is his impact from a positive standpoint or from a influential standpoint on being able to fix what's going on, and are people willing to buy in to it? I don't know that. I think those are the type of questions that Jeffrey Lurie needs to be asking as he's doing these sort of meetings with everyone, and not everyone, but the principals that are involved here.
And the other thing that I think about is let's say they do fire him. Is the general manager going to be secure enough in his own position at NovaCare? Because we had Doug, and when they hired Doug was like the guy that you can control until Doug won the Super Bowl, and Doug said, I'm not listening anymore, and that was the end of Doug. And then they hired Sirianni, who nobody even thought about. Same thing, right? Would they, if they fired him, be willing to go out and hire a coach who is established, who has pull, who could possibly, who Howie isn't going to be intimidated by? That's the other worry I have, because if you go and you fire Sirianni and you just hire some other Sirianni, like, what are we doing? So he's got to, like, everybody's got to grow up. Like, Howie's got to grow up. Dude, you've been here for 20 years, right?
You're secure in your job. You have it, yeah.
General manager.
He's not going back in the closet.
No, he's not going to be in charge of equipment. He's not going to the back of NovaCare. You were the general manager of a Super Bowl winning team, of another team that went to the Super Bowl. You somehow navigated the Carson Wentz thing, which was a screw up, but then you fixed it, whatever.
Yep.
Like, you have to be willing, I'm not saying it's Jim Harbaugh, but
Belichick.
But let's take somebody who doesn't even want personnel control. Let's take Harbaugh, somebody who's strong-minded, who's going to argue with you, who maybe even go to the owner and say the general manager's wrong on this one, and everybody's got to show up the next day and be able to work. Like, is he willing to go hire somebody like that? That's the other thing that I'm worried about. Everybody's going to grow up.
I honestly, that is a part of the equation that we don't discuss a whole lot, but that is something. It's like, okay, like you just said, are you replacing Nick Sirianni with another guy that's just in that mode of Doug and Nick Sirianni, or are you bringing somebody in that has built up an organization before, who understands how to get control of a locker room and can command that presence? And not only that, quite frankly, someone who may have or want some say in who we're drafting.
And don't you want that?
That's what I'm saying. Don't you want to welcome that in?
Right. So the Chip thing didn't work, obviously. And everybody in the building hated Chip, and Chip didn't win after a while. But I still like the idea that they went and they got a maniac who seemed really bright, who wanted to take the responsibility of it.
Yeah.
He said, if you're going to make me coach, then I'm glad that they did that. It didn't work, but it wasn't because you can't hire somebody who is strong-willed. It was because they hired the wrong guy.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I get afraid that they have a type, from a coaching standpoint.
Yes.
Hire nobody who's going to do what we say because he's just happy to be a head coach, and maybe he's bright and maybe all those things, but we'll be able to control him. And so no one ever brings that up when they talk about Howie, is that he hires children.
You got to bring somebody in that's willing to allow the analytics department to influence what you're doing from a game management standpoint. Like, the Eagles have put a lot into that, so they believe in everything they have in that department. Mm-hmm. So that's going to have to be a part of your thinking process as a head coach when you come in.
Well, we're an eye test show.
Yes.
I know you, the analytics, you brought that up. Very important.
Yeah.
Strictly eye test here. Did you leave New York because you couldn't take our ideas anymore?
Your ideas?
Yeah, our ideas.
What do you mean?
The top 5.
Oh, yeah, I did steal ideas.
Yeah,
I did steal that idea.
Yes.
What other idea?
Back Zach.
Oh, I did steal that idea, too. Yeah, did steal that idea. Did steal that idea.
Box sock.
Yep.
What else? What other ideas did you shamelessly take up there to New York?
Well, so Andy Reid Appreciation Day is going to be stolen in a different way.
Right.
So we're stealing that, but that was my idea.
That was your idea.
Yeah.
Well, who are you appreciating up there? I mean,
I'm not going to.
New York sports stink. Right?
I don't want to give it away. Well, Andy wasn't even the coach here when we did Andy Reid Appreciation Day. He was the Kansas City. Everything stunk here. That's why we did.
Andy was on his way to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
When we did
I'm trying to think of who even was divisive enough to have an appreciation day there. Tiki?
No, I'm not. I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? The man just said he don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean we can't grill him. I'm trying to. It's really just the crap on New York sports. A-Rod Appreciation Day?
Come on.
Oh, maybe it's an A-Rod Appreciation Day.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is.
What do you think it is?
Daniel Jones Appreciation.
Oh, no.
Stinks. Not worth an appreciation.
I will confirm it's not Daniel Jones Appreciation
All right,
Day.
we'll write that up in the New York Post.
By the way, I was telling Elliot the other day, Elliot was making fun of the Giants for that Daniel Jones contract. All of a sudden, might wish that Jalen Hurts had that Daniel Jones contract.
Oh, so now
he's back.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
He's back.
I'm just saying.
Moving right along to
I'm
Jalen.
just saying.
Well, last time you were here,
Last time I was here, what?
Yeah, we got Wentz on out of here. It's time to get Hurts on out of here.
I wasn't allowed to talk about the Carson Wentz thing publicly. And
well, what about privately?
Can we do once and for all with Carson Wentz, just so I can go back and have my Carson Wentz
get
takes?
your takes out?
Yeah.
We can do Throwback Thursday.
Can we do it?
Yeah, Throwback Thursday.
They just talk about Wentz.
The takes Spike couldn't have.
Yeah. Oh, there were a few of them. There was.
Don't even start with the star of the Phillies. Not happening.
No, that'll wait till I get back. Wait till I'm here. Then we'll start with the star of the Phillies.
Not happening.
So it's gonna be fun.
Not allowed.
I love it.
All right. Well,
I love you guys, man. I'm happy to do this.
No,
yeah, this will be fun.
I'm happy you're back, brother. And we're going this. The one thing I like about this trio is that there's a relationship there that's prior to us ever being on the air. So there is a friendship there, a genuine friendship there that we hope comes across over the airwaves. And the one thing about friends is you sports fans will know out there, those sometimes are your best arguments, your best debates, your best disagreements.
Yo, I heard the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I had some arguments with Ike, and this was before I was program director, when I was the internet guy.
Yep.
We had some basketball arguments that got so loud and so intense that I thought Ike might beat me up.
Yeah.
Well, and you never back down.
No.
That's why I got respect for you.
Well, I can't back down.
Yeah.
You almost had to beat up my dad when you guys were hosting together.
Yeah, it happens.
I have to.
I was closer to beating him up than I was you. Yeah, for sure.
Hard not to. Hard not to.